Hello, Night Nation. This is Andrew Phegley for Knightline Replay.
And I'm Trylko as we count down to the season opener against FIU, thinking back on some of the special players from the 2016 football season, and one that comes to mind, Andrew, Adrian Killins.
Yeah, one of my favorite interviews we've ever done. We were laughing during this interview. I remember just having a blast and saying when we got off the phone with him, oh my God, this guy is smart. So I can't wait to see what he does on the field. We saw he's an amazing, flashy player, does amazing things, has to be one of the fastest guys in all of college football.
He's electric. You remember the touchdown run against East Carolina. I mean, he's got a burst of speed about him, and someone that I hope we see even more of during the 2017 season. Definitely an interesting interview to pull from the archives.
All right, so here it is from February of 2016, Adrian Killins. Adrian, how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
Awesome. Hey, we're very happy to have you on here. We're excited about you coming to UCF. I heard that you were the first player that Scott Frost talked to and tried to get recruited when he came here.
Yes, sir, I was. It was a great accomplishment. A guy coming from Oregon and a guy like me, to be honest, I always dreamed of going to Oregon or playing in that fast tempo offense like Oregon State, Texas Tech. So it's like a dream come true. It's like Oregon came all the way from the West Coast to Central Florida. So I don't have to go 12 hours away, get on the plane to play football in the high tempo offense. I can just go an hour away at the University of Central Florida. It's like I'm in my own backyard. I don't have to go far. My family can make all my games, and I'll have a great fan base as well. So it's a great accomplishment, and I look to get things rolling in Orlando, Florida.
Before Coach Frost came on board, how much was UCF on your radar? How close, your proximity-wise, you're close, but how close were you to becoming a Knight before Scott Frost came on board?
UCF wasn't on my radar, whatsoever. They came in once during the spring of my junior year. Coach Beckman came in. Coach O'Leary was still in, and he told me that they were trying to change their offense. They needed some fast guys like myself and whatnot. But after that, I've never got in contact with UCF after that. All of my other offers just started rolling in. I was thinking elsewhere. When Coach Frost came in, 2 days after that, the recruiting coordinator, Coach Callahan, DM'd me, and he needed my information. And that next day, I got on the phone with Coach Frost, and they extended the offer to me. I was one of the first guys he offered in the area, so it was a great, big accomplishment. I visited the academic side of things, like the business building and the arenas, the football facilities, the towers, the UCF dorms, and all that good stuff. So UCF campus is beautiful. I hear it's the second biggest school in the nation. So it's a beautiful school and a beautiful city.
What other universities did you visit?
Iowa State University and Syracuse University.
You had a lot of offers. I mean, I'm looking at your list here. You had Big 12 schools, you had Big 10 schools, you had ACC schools, you had SEC schools. What made you choose UCF over all those other offers that you had?
Honestly, it's about all where you feel comfortable at, as far as the coaching staff, the football player that's already there, and the school as a whole, like the type of environment the school is around and what the professors, academic advisors have in mind and what they plan to do for the future, and not just now that the kids they're recruiting. So I look long term in things. When I was going through the recruiting process, because I didn't want to have any regrets or make any mistake in my decision, because I'm going to be going to college and going to class and playing football for the next 3 to 4 years at that university. So what made UCF stand out is the mission that Coach Frost is trying to do at UCF, and also that the high APR rate at UCF. They have an awesome APR rate. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but they believe in it. That's one thing Coach O'Leary did do with his academic advisors. He made sure his student athletes went to class, stayed on top of their work, and schoolwork came first. So I'm pretty sure Coach Frost is going to keep the ball rolling with those coaching staffs and those academic advisors. So those are some great things that stood out to me with UCF.
All right, Adrian, you're shocking me just a little bit here, because we talk to all the recruits, and I'm not saying that football players aren't smart, but you really sound like a smart kid. You sound like that you're planning already when you're just starting college, planning for your future, and it maybe not just being football, and that's impressive. What are you going to major in? And tell us a little bit more about that.
I'm going to major in business entrepreneurship and a minor in communications. I plan on opening my own like my own chiropractic office. I love sports and I like to be around it. So why not do something you love and do something you enjoy? So I either plan to open up a chiropractic office for therapy and or just being an agent and always been around the sport. So it'll never leave me. I love sports. I like golf, tennis. I love watching tennis and golf, NASCAR as we talked about earlier. Football, track and field, a little bit of FIFA soccer. So I like sports all in through and through. So I just want to be around it for a long time. So that's why I'm going to major in business entrepreneurship and communication. And
you're a multiple sport athlete there in your high school as well in Daytona, correct? You ran track?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what are your times like? How fast of a guy? I know you're fast because I've seen your film, but what are your speeds like?
I run a 10:53 in the 100-meter dash, and I got the fastest 60 in the nation right now as a 6:75 as a high schooler, and I'm state champion in the 200-meter dash. I ran a 21:16, and that's all my credentials for track and field.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you're really living up to this new UCF slogan of UCF Fast. When Coach Frost and the other coaches have been talking with you, what have they been telling you about this new offense that's going to be coming to Orlando?
Well, they've just been telling me it's new to the whole coaching staff, except Coach Frost and Coach Hill, which came with him from Oregon and been with him and a couple other coaches. So they're just putting the pieces together and whatnot. So in these few weeks, they're going to be getting with all the commits that signed with UCF. So they can get the offense rolling and get the guys in, know the signals and the offense and all those types of things. So Coach Frost and Coach Hill and Coach Beckman and Coach Smith, they just said I'm their guy and they just want to get the ball in my hands. I'll be at running back, receiver, slot receiver, kick return, punt return. So I'm that go-to guy. Like when Coach Frost is at Oregon, I'm like D'Anthony Thomas and Charles Nelson and Kenyon Barner, all those type of guys. So it's hard to run across a guy like my caliber and a lot of kids around me, so you have to use those guys and capitalize on them so you can win games with that program.
I've seen your film. Trace has seen your film, but for the people that are listening that haven't seen your film, describe your style of play.
I'm a dynamic guy. I can play kick return, punt return, slot receiver, and running back. I just like to get the ball in my hands and make guys miss and just give the fans something that they came to look for. Make plays and excitement and electric plays and just run around people and just make them look crazy and just get the band playing and get the points going up on the scoreboard. So I'm that speedy electric guy that just love the game and has a passion for it.
A lot to come from you, no doubt, in a UCF uniform. What have been some of your biggest football accomplishments so far during your high school career?
My biggest football accomplishments, helping my team go to the fourth round. We always fell short from Miami Central, but we came a long way. That football program at Mainland High School. So I helped my team win a lot of football games, and I had a lot of big accomplishments. I had the fastest 40 at the Under Armour Rivals Combine. And I got invited to the little 3-star, 4-star challenge thing, and I did very good there. So I had a lot of great accomplishments in football and track in high school, so I'm ready to take my talents to the next level, the collegiate level, and just see what I can do there.
So here's a question. This throws some people off every once in a while, but I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. What would your teammates say about you?
What would my teammates say about me? I'm a humble guy, and I like to have fun, and I'm that type of guy that works now and that will get the chance to play later because I take care of business now. I'm just like a pretty chill guy. Just like to enjoy life and like being around people that want to become something in life and that have that positive motive to do right each and every day on the field and off the field.
When Knight Nation begins to see you play, what can they expect from you when you're on the field?
They can expect a guy that's going to have a passion about the game and that's going to want to win every game and turn a 0-12 season into a 12-0 season possibly. Just give that fan base something that they've been looking for a while. The last time they went to a bowl game or a championship or anything was when they played Baylor. So we're going to get back to winning games and just going beyond of the expectations that everyone is expecting us to do in this coming football season.
So many of us are still trying to forget that 0-12. As that season unfolded last year, did that cross your radar and you say, maybe that's not something you want to be a part of, or is there an opportunity here to be a part of a class that just turns things around and fast?
It's a big opportunity. The guys that O'Leary had coached under, they didn't really fit that system. He had a couple of kids that's speedy and that just shouldn't be in that offense that Coach O'Leary was running. So you can't put kids. You got to put kids in position that they'll be able to make plays and feel comfortable doing in one-on-one games. So the kids that are at the school, they're young and they're just hungry to be coached and hungry to win games. So the 0-12 didn't sway me away at all. A guy coming in like Coach Frost, and he's a great guy and a great mentor as well. So I know he was going to recruit some good kids to be around each other. That's great characters on and off the field, and some great coaches as well to coach those kids to win games as well. So the 0-12 didn't sway me away at all. It just made me more hungry and motivated, and for a great opportunity to come in and play as a true freshman and work for what I get.
I'm glad to hear that from you. We're really looking forward to it. If you could talk to Knight Nation, because they're listening, what would you like to say to them?
Knight Nation, I can't wait to this coming football season, and I've signed and it's official, and I can't wait to get the ball rolling. I can't wait to step on campus in June and get this thing rolling inside the classroom and on the field, and be looking for some great big expectations this coming football season. Go Knights and charge on. Right on,
right on. Where can fans follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Twitter at Adrian Killins 6, all caps, and on Instagram, Cool6, KOOLAHH6.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, man. We are really looking forward to having you on the Knights and running the ball and scoring lots of points.
Well, very interesting to hear back Adrian Killins. So many ways the Knights may be able to more fully utilize him in the upcoming football season.
Yes, Coach Frost has said a couple things about wanting to use him as a wide receiver in the slot position. I think it would be perfect for him. It's going to be really exciting to see him catch some balls from the wide receiver position.
Versatile threat, can return the ball, can run the ball. That's speed. That's the Frost offense, right?
Absolutely.
It revolves around speed. He's the classic example of that.
Absolutely. For Knightline Replay, I'm Andrew Phegley.
I'm Trylko. Go Knights!
Charge on.